All right, so yesterday was February 2nd. It was my son's birthday, and he experienced probably the most up and downs that he's ever experienced in his 12-year-old life. So let me explain to you what happened. Earlier that morning, about 11 o'clock, we had our packages delivered to us. It was 4 packages. A couple of them were for Julie, a couple of them were for my sister-in-law, a couple of them were from my sister-in-law, and they were delivered to us at about 11:30 in the morning. My wife comes home, she sees that it's delivered, she goes to the front door, there's no packages. So we're like, oh, maybe it's happened before. They've delivered to other addresses and someone brings it to us later. But we checked and there wasn't there. There was nothing. Nobody had our packages. Well, she ends up going to the post office, and at the post office, they got on the phone with a specific post woman, and she said, no, I remember specifically putting them at that address, and this is what you had in the front, at the front door. She described our front door, exactly. So we knew, okay, yeah, she did. She dropped them off. So the only conclusion that we could come to was that someone stole them. So that was a huge bummer. It was a huge bummer because of the stuff that my wife was waiting for, as well as my son's gift, but in one of those boxes was all of my coffee. So I'm gonna have to find some other way to get coffee, but that's not part of the story. So that was the first up and down. So up, oh cool, the package just arrived, it arrived on his birthday, that's awesome. The first down also is that we realized that it was stolen. Now previously, the night before, my son had seen all of the gifts. They were on the coffee table and they were sitting there, and so he knew exactly what all of them were. Well, he didn't know what they were, but he knew that, hey, I have this many gifts, but one of them was shaped in a DVD size box, and he knew exactly, oh, I know what that is. That's what I've been asking for. So for me, I'm like, this is what I did the night before. I'm like, I like birthdays to be surprises, and I don't want him to know exactly what it is. So me being the dad that I am, I went into the other room overnight, the night before, and I put a different DVD in there, or a DVD size box inside of the package.
Tina Cole and Uncle Dan.
Yeah, this one you're excited about?
Yes.
Woo! I'm excited too. Candy? Another candy?
This is from. Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
What kind of flavor is it?
Oreo chocolate candy bar.
Mint.
I said boar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jay! Your dad. It's dad. Dad's a trickster. So just keep opening.
So rude.
No.
Just wait.
That's
All right,
super
keep moving through.
rude,
Keep
Dad.
going.
Dad.
I ended up switching out what he thought he was gonna get with something else so that he could be more surprised when he actually did get what he wanted.
It's just
Wait,
an
it
empty
sounds
box.
like you already
It's-
had that.
At first I was about to say
I remember
already had
Dad
it.
saying that he wouldn't get the thing.
What's this? Nothing.
Gotta open the box, buddy.
Yeah, what's inside?
Wait a second.
Oh, makes me cry.
Yes! Yes!
Let me see. Take a picture.
I thought I'd never get this in my life.
So when he opened the first one, super disappointed, but then you saw how excited he was when he actually opened it. So that actually worked out for good. So the day goes on, we go out, we eat dinner, we have well, we had non-keto stuff, so let's not talk about that. But he got to choose whatever he wanted for his birthday. But we had an outpour from our community of people that actually said, hey, happy birthday, Tristan, I'm sorry that happened to you. Right before we left to go out to eat, we actually heard a knock on the doorbell, and then you heard feet scamper off. And so we're like, oh man, somebody's messing with us again, like what is going on? But to our surprise, some random person placed a gift for Tristan to replace the one that was stolen on our front doorstep. Let me tell you, I've never experienced random acts of kindness or purposeful acts of kindness that meant more to me, not because it was for me, but it was for my child, and it was because of, well, let me show you what the actual message said. So it was amazing to me, and I loved the fact that people see what my wife does and how she cares for other people, and thought, hey, let me pass that on to her kids, and that was just an amazing blessing to us. But not only that, after we came back from dinner, one of Tristan's friends said, hey, I got a gift for you as well. So we went over there and we picked that gift up, and we got that, and Tristan was super excited about that. Well, the evening went on, and I went, it was about 9-ish or so, and this year's resolution for mine is to work out every single day. So, except for Sundays, I work out every single day. So even though it was late, even though it was a birthday day, I decided to go out in the garage and work out anyways. And I'm in the middle of my set, and all of a sudden my garage door starts opening, and I look outside, and there's a policeman in front of our house. And I'm like, okay, policemen never come to our house. So it was about 9:18 at night, and you know the story so far. Couldn't find our son's packages, didn't know where they were at, but lo and behold, our packages were found somewhere in Ceres, and the police actually showed up to our house to investigate, get some questioning from us, or from some answers from us. So that's what they're doing right now here. Manteca Police, serve and protect.
They're saturated with cops there, so just flag one down. All
Okay.
right, all right.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Firemen come to our house sometimes because Julie set our house on fire. Well, set our fireplace on fire, which that's a different story for a totally different day. Apparently, they found the packages that were stolen in a city 35 minutes away. So we're like, oh yeah, that's awesome. We found them. We can get Tristan his gifts. We can get my coffee. We were just super excited. We were super pumped. So Julie drove down there. I finished my workout. That was the second or the third up. Well, there's a bunch of ups there. There was the Ding Dong Ditch package, which is amazing. Tristan's best friend that brought him a gift. That was amazing. The outpour of the community telling Tristan happy birthday online and social media. That was great. And then finding that the policemen, the Manteca Police, found our package, which was amazing. And for Julie, she said, this renews my this renews my faith in the police. They found our packages. Julie goes down to pick up the packages, and the third or fourth or whatever it is down for the day was that the one package that we wanted, the one for Tristan that had his gifts in it, and my coffee. That one wasn't there, but the other three packages were there. So they didn't actually catch the thief. We thought that they did, but what happened was she, whoever it was, or they, ripped open the packages and saw the ones that had the most value. See? They kept the one with the coffee because it's the most value. And they throw the other three gifts out on the street. Apparently some kids found it. They told their dad called the police, thank you. And the policeman called the Manteca Police to get a hold of us, and that's how we recovered it. So that's the whole story. There was a lot of ups and downs, but mostly ups because the human kindness that was shown yesterday was a huge thing for both Tristan, or for all three, for Tristan, Julie, and myself. And I just want to say thank you. Whoever that was that dropped off the random gift to our doorstep, thank you. We appreciate that so much, and I know Tristan appreciates it a lot. Last thing I would say is it was just one of the best gestures that we were ever presented with from someone that did not need to do it at all. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys were inspired to do something awesome for somebody else. I know that if that situation ever comes up, I'm gonna return the favor. And I encourage you guys, if you ever have an opportunity to bless somebody that has no idea that they need it maybe, or that you can provide that for them, do it because you won't regret it.